Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some exciting Monster High news to talk about. From our first look at the brand new Self-Scare Wave 1 dolls, including Abby, Venus, and Draculaura. More information on the upcoming SKULLTIMATE Secrets Series 7 dolls with Jennifer. We also have more updates on the possible, cancellation erasure of Hoodude in G1 appearances and more, so stay tuned to subscribe and let's get into it. Okay, yes, starting off, let's talk about the erasure, it seems like, of Hoodude, a fan favorite G1 character. In the last video, or in one of my previous videos, we basically took a look at what seems to be the first replacement of Hoodude in a recent reissue of a comic book, and you can see in the first panel here, on the top is the original one, and on the bottom we have the new one where they replaced him with Frankie. I'm not sure it really makes a difference in the storyline of the actual, comic book, but at least for appearance's sake, they did erase him basically. So this at first we thought, okay, well, doesn't really have to mean anything. It could just be like a one-off kind of thing. But a lot of people did think that because, Hoodude is inspired by voodoo and all that, which to some can be viewed as, not good. Like, obviously it's very complicated topic, but basically voodoo is not accurate. It's been falsely portrayed in the media and stuff, and so black magic and stuff, and so I think because of that, Mattel is trying to get rid of him because it's not politically correct. It's not, it's a little bit controversial, Hoodude and what he portrays, I guess, even though, again, like I said in my last video, Hoodude, he's only based on the voodoo puppet. It's like all the other mythical creatures, right? They're all also inspired by different parts of the world and different cults and magic and rituals and spirits and all that stuff and lore and legends, and so it's all based, like all of these Monster High characters, they're all based on stories and histories and folklore and all that stuff. So Hoodude, I mean, that's what happened with him. That's how he got created. So I see, why Mattel would, I guess, do this. But again, at first we were not sure if this was a ongoing thing or if just like a one-off. But now we do have another panel that recently got spotted, and there is a difference there too, where he also got erased. He actually just got not even replaced. Like, he just got completely boom, he's like out of the picture. So I think for now, it's like that confirms it to me. Like, yes, I do think Hoodude is gonna be, at least for now, he's gonna be definitely disappeared from G1 comic books, at least the reissues that are happening. In terms of G1 appearances, with other new merch and stuff, I'm not sure. I don't think he's a very niche character to begin with, so I don't think that he would have ever been included like that with a new doll release or anything. But it does suck that even in the comics they're trying to erase him. So because he's a fan favorite, he's cool. He got created by Frankie to be her boyfriend, and then she was like, nope, I don't like you. So he had to figure out his own purpose in life. So I feel like it's a cute thing, so I don't know, he doesn't deserve this. I feel like they should maybe just rebrand him, redo him as a character, because he deserves to be here, he deserves to be alive and to live through the comics. But it just kind of sucks that, yeah, even now in the comics he's just getting erased. So I don't know what this means, but we'll have to wait and see what the future holds for Hoodude. Next, we have an update on the new wave of blind boxes from the Potion series. The Crystal Ball wave is already being gradually found in the shelves of American toy stores, or just generic stores like Target, Walmart, I'm not sure. Here, found by Brett_Cleric, they were able to find Twyla and Abby. So here are the first real-life pictures of these two. Well, technically, we already saw them in real-life pictures before at New York Toy Fair, or, basically at one of those Mattel booths, right? So this is not really new, but we do have it. It is new in the fact that we now have confirmation that they are already being spotted in stores early. So there you go. If you're looking for these minis, be sure to be on the hunt in your stores if you live in the USA. We do have an update on the SKULLTIMATE Secrets Series 7 dolls. We now have a price. They're going to be priced priced at 32 US dollars, around that price point anyway, you know, because we all know that the prices are always going up and down, and it's really we never really know for sure. But basically, they're going to be 32 around that price point, and they're releasing October 1st. So that makes sense. I do think that's very accurate because we still haven't seen the dolls, which is kind of shocking. We haven't seen them leak, but I'm thinking probably soon. Of course, let's remember Jennifer is included in this series alongside Laguna and Draculaura, because of course Draculaura is here. But Laguna is here, so yay, Laguna. And I think, you know, we obviously we already discussed the artwork in a previous video, so I shared my thoughts already, but I'm excitedly awaiting their reveal. Yes, especially for Jennifer, even though I wish that she had more jade green in her color scheme, more red. It really seems like they are focusing more on purple for her color scheme, which I thought like Claudine was all over purple, but I guess maybe they can share purple or maybe it's more of like a cooler shade of purple, because I do think it's more of like an aubergine, almost like almost violet. Not really. It's like a cooler shade of purple for sure, not like Claudine's. Anyway, let's see what they look like. I do think this Scared Eyes kind of look, you know, obviously like vacation theme. They're like in beachwear mostly, right? It looks very fun, like Oasis. Yeah, very excited. Let's see what they look like. And lastly, yes, we have the big reveal of today, which is the first look at the new Self Scare Wave 1 dolls, including Abby Venus and Draculaura. They're going to be priced around 21 US dollars, but again, let's see how much that price sticks or if it'll change. And they're coming very soon. These pictures were first shared by at Seamount, of course, on Twitter. And yes, wow, at first I was not expecting these to come out so soon. I was definitely expecting, you know, SKULLTIMATE Secrets Series 7 to reveal first, but here we are. And you know, because we last had descriptions revealed of these dolls and what they would come with, and I was like, okay, interesting. And now actually seeing them, I'm like, wow, interesting. So let's go over each individually, starting with Draculaura, because arguably she's the least interesting one out of this trio, at least in my opinion. I don't know, but first of all, the packaging, we cannot see the doll in the packaging. She seems to be in like a cardboard little you know, compartment on the left, and then we have just the accessories on the right. So interesting packaging here. I guess that's why they're cheaper, because the packaging is so simple, and the dolls still have more articulation than Buried Secrets, which is, yeah, so interesting. They have accessories, they have articulation, but they don't have the best packaging, because again, you cannot see the dolls. It's not blind box. You see who you're getting, but you're not going to be able to see wonkiness or quality control. So that does suck, because I know for a lot of people, me included, we would like to see the dolls' faces so we don't have to be stuck with a wonky one and then have to go all you know, through the trouble of, you know, returning, getting a new one, and it's a hassle. So this sucks, but you know, at least we do have, again, more articulation and accessories, and the clothing is actually insane. Like, it's top-notch quality. So, and no pixelation, no pixelation on the faces, which is like, thank God. So these seem to be a step up from Buried Secrets, but I feel like the hair, you know, for Draculaura here, it's poly for sure. But I do like the dark lipstick. We have the, you know, black streaks on the front, and then the rest is pink. The makeup is simple, but we do have like a little bit of graphic hearts as, you know, the makeup. It's really cute. Obviously, because it's like self-care, you know, self-care routine, they are all more in like comfy clothing. So for her, it's like a really nice, like almost crochet looking top, which like, again, like that is actual, like the texture of the fabric, like that's not just printed on details, like that's insane. And I love her little accessories. I love that she has pockets, like what? And yeah, her shoes are adorable. I just feel like this is like, yeah, they really went out with all the new molded on, like the molded shoes, or their new shoe molds. The accessories are for the most part also new, like the little carrying case at least. The plushie for Count Fabulous is not new for her. But like, I feel like she looks exciting. She looks fun and cutesy, and still, again, that quality of the fabric for the clothing is nice. And I feel like if we gotta lose the nice packaging to get more of this, then I'm, you know, yeah, okay, let's do this. But again, I would just prefer if we could actually see the dolls' faces, because then we would not have to be stuck with wonky faces or, again, the hassle of quality control issues. By the way, I'm pretty sure we're still missing some stock photos, but yeah, because we don't have some close-ups for some characters. Only of Draculaura do we really have a close-up for her. But here's Abby next. I'm also thinking she probably has, you know, polypropylene hair, which really sucks because I do like her mug. She has really nice makeup on. And once again, her top seems to be that same kind of like crocheted fabric, which again, so adorable. Love the little details there as well. Her skirt looks nice, and then she has a plushie of a new plushie mold for her pet. Shiver, yes, that's the name, right? And you can insert little button eyes as well into the little plushie. Although I figure like you would probably lose those really easily if you're not careful, and unless they don't really like click when you put them in, like unless they just fall out again, then yeah, you're probably gonna lose them really easily. At least for kids. I mean, for collectors, we are more careful usually. Anyway, that's just kind of like what I'm thinking of. Her carrying case also, I think, a new mold. Her shoes are really nice, and they're also a new shoe mold for her. And yeah, she has a lot of cute accessories. The portrait that she is like, I think that she did herself, of her like hugging her mom, that is adorable. Like that is actually so cute. And her accessories are adorable. She has a nice face. The hair, again, could be more exciting. It's probably poly, which we've expected by now. And I think she's overall like really cute. I saved the best for last because here is Venus. I think she's gonna be most people's favorite just because for the fact alone that she has a bonnet included here, a little hairnet. And even without the bonnet, underneath she has this like luscious afro. I think it's an afro, right? Like it's not just a high ponytail like with the curls. I mean, I'm hoping. Ooh, I mean, we did get scarred in the past, like with G3 Cupid. Her curls seem to be also like an afro almost, like a really like just really tight curls at least. But then her real life pictures came out, and her doll in person, the curls are just not tight. They're not tight enough, definitely not. So I'm hoping that with Venus here, the texture is kept for the mass-produced versions and not just we're seeing the nice pictures here for the prototype used for the pictures. Hopefully Venus keeps her curls here in the mass-produced version, and it's not just like loose curls like with Cupid, because now I'm scared that that's gonna be the case. Anyway, either way, she like has this beautiful like hot pink curls, again, that they fit in perfectly also in the hairnet. I love her outfit with the off-the-shoulder detail, the little bows, her little skirts. Her shoes are like these Converse with these like Venus flytrap like little wedges on the back, like the detail, like carnivorous plant looking details. Like, wow, love that. And it's just you would not expect her to be wearing Converse with a comfy self-care routine, but she is, and I just feel like that's such a fun, unique thing to her. It's just like, it's so cute, and she includes a new little plushie pet, I believe, of her, it's based on her pet. I forget the name, but that's, it's cute. I think her accessories are nice, and her makeup also really nice, maybe a little simple, but I do like the dark lipstick, and she's facing forward so she doesn't have a side glance. I don't know what to say. She's just really stunning, and I like her, and I think she's the best one because she looks the most unique. And I feel like for Venus, G3 Venus, she will never disappoint. Like, even if she has poly, like, hopefully here she does not, but she looks great. Anyway, yeah, that was our first look at the new self-scare line. There might be potential, like, future releases, like this might become a new line, like Buried Secrets or SKULLTIMATE Secrets, where there will be future multiple series in the works. I think that's, yeah, definitely a possibility, just because the packaging is new and unique, and I do think like they might keep a similar theme for this, just with different characters every series. So like they might keep it like self-scare, like that might be the theme like overall, like for all the series. But obviously with every series there's different characters. So for like series 2, we could have like Jennifer, Torlai, Gulia, hopefully, fingers crossed, or Frankie, Laguna, Claudine. Of course, more of the Fab 5, like the core 5 ghouls. But I feel like that would be this would be an exciting new line to have, like self-scare. I feel like that would be really cool, because then we'd have more, like Buried Secrets, which is, like Buried Secrets seems to really be like the budget line. Then we have SKULLTIMATE Secrets, which seems to be like the more, you know, pricey, you know, like multiple quality, you know, you'd hope quality clothing pieces. And then we have this self-care, which could be a good in-between line. Not too pricey, not too cheap, but still great quality, nice, no pixelation on the faces, cute accessories. And I guess if we have to sacrifice the packaging and being able to see the doll in the packaging, then I mean, okay, fine, at least we get nice articulation and get good quality pieces. So let's see what happens with this. But what do you think? What's your first impression of the new self-scare line? Anyway, that was the Monster High news we had for today. What do you think? Let me know down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to support the channel even more. Amazing. If not, no pressure. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the novelty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.